guys, right, Dexter here, and welcome to today's lesson. Right, we're going to start with this. This is a pretty cool groove which kind of focuses on the crash. That's the kind of like poignant thing that people notice. You've got the crash thing going in there, but underneath to kind of lead up to that is a whole load of nasty bass drum stuff, and I'm going to go into what we're doing today. So we're going to start with this. We're going to play bass drum and hat together, followed by a hi-hat on its own, followed by a bass drum on its own. So one and then we're going to go into another tricky bit: snare drum and hi-hat, kick on its own, hat on its own, kick on its own. So beat 2 again: snare and hat, kick, part 1 into part 2, 1 and a 2E and a. So once we kind of play that first beat after hi-hat bass drum together, we've then got this alternation hat kick going on for the next few beats with a snare in there. 1 and a, 2E and a. So getting used to that hi-hat and bass drum thing, really critical to getting that independence between hi-hat and the snare drum, and that's a kind of barrier every drummer kind of reaches at some point. It has to smash through. So if you've not hit it already, start now. Hat kick. That is the critical exercise to sorting that out. And if you want to get more into that bass drum stuff, check out my bass drum bootcamp courses. They go a lot into foot detail and how to kind of work it into your grooves and things, and build that level of skill so that you can work it into your playing. But anyway, and then after that, we're going into the bass drum and the crash together, and then another bass drum and a crash, and then we're going to drop back to a hi-hat and a snare and a hi-hat to finish. So all together, 1 and a, 2E and a, and then straight into that kick and crash, and then snare, hat. Tricky thing after you've got that snare kick, hat kick, is after that kick on its own, you've then got a kick and a crash together, creating this group of 2 kicks in there, which takes a little bit of work to get that fast. So that's another kind of foot technique thing. You can actually, I do something called the slide technique, where you slide up the pedal. You can do it all heel down though. You don't have to do any fancy techniques or anything. So you can still do it. You can see I'm not doing anything fancy there. But again, moving around sometimes just helps. Same with your arm. Rather than just playing all fingers, being able to use your arm and use all these other gears, that's going to help you to pull off some more advanced techniques. So again, just be aware of that when you're playing this groove. But again, you've got all that alternation going on, and then it kind of reaches that pinnacle of playing that crash cymbal twice. You're kind of building up to that. So it's not just a case of kick, snare, crash, snare. You're kind of building up to that 1, 2, 3, bam, bam. That's the one, and I just hit my finger. Ah! Sorry. Anyway, back to it. Don't abuse guitars when you hurt yourself. Anyway. You kind of hit yourself, and it doesn't hurt. You guys know what this feels like. You hit yourself, and it's like, it doesn't hurt at the start, and then it's like, oh no, that's not too bad, I'll carry on. And then the pain hits your brain. It's like, oh man! So, yeah. Anyway, so I'm coming out of that. But this one, building up to that crash, give it some effort, give it some and again, you want a little bit of showmanship in there. It's not just a case of 1 and a 2 and a crash. You want a little bit of give it some whirly, lift your sticks in the air, look like a rock star. This is show business, and that just finishes it off nicely. Right, I'm going to do a short solo, just kind of integrating that into my... Sorry, I'm really distracted. My finger really hurts now. Anyway, if you feel sorry for me, you have any sympathy, just put in the comments there, Dex. It'll be okay. But anyway, I'll get through this. Right, I'm going to do a short solo, just demonstrating this in a few places. And again, once you learn any of these grooves or exercises I've given you, try and mix it with some other things and try not to hurt yourself. Here we go. There we go. Have some fun with it. I'm going to go cry in a corner. Have a wonderful week anyway, guys. Please subscribe if you're new. Check out the channel membership stuff if you want to see more lessons of me injuring myself. And yeah, you take care. I'll see you soon.